Hello, I'm Matt Carter. Welcome back to Detail Peoria. Today, I'm going to show you how we clean wheels and tires, the products we use, the techniques. So I'll roll that intro and meet you back here at the tire. So with any wash process, we want to start with the wheels and tires. They're the dirtiest part of the vehicle and they get their own dedicated supplies. So what you want to get started is a 5-gallon bucket with a grit guard. We put an ounce to 5 gallons of water. We typically up that a little bit in this shop for these very heavily soiled areas. And then we've got all kinds of different brushes and things to agitate that brake dust off with. Of course, I also have a wheel cleaner and a tire cleaner, dedicated solutions for those two pieces. And we are using a pressure washer. You don't need one to clean your wheels. You can use a garden hose, just a force of water. But of course, a pressure washer is going to be the best thing that you can use to clean your vehicle. I always use a 25 or 30 degree tip on the wheels and maybe 40 on the paint. We'll get to that in another video. But I've got that all set up, and we start with just a pre-rinse of everything. We want to get as much off the wheel with the force of water before we have to touch anything. Try and keep the surfaces as fresh as possible. So one of the most overlooked things when it comes to washing wheels and tires is actually cleaning your tires. Most people will just continue to cake on tire dressing after tire dressing onto dirty tires over and over, and they wonder why it slings or it doesn't last or it turns brown. It's because it's not being properly cleaned. So we start with that and spray the tire dressing onto the tire all the way around. Typically let it dwell for a minute or so. So now that the product has had some time to dwell, you'll take a stiff bristled brush like this, agitate, and you'll see it turn brown as it's pulling dirt and debris out of the rubber. And you'll reapply that product and keep going until it turns white. That's how you know that the rubber is clean. So now that the tire is clean, move our focus onto the wheel. We'll spray on our wheel cleaner, allow that to dwell again and let it break up the dust. We have Sonax Wheel Cleaner Plus. This has some ingredients in it that will react with the brake dust itself, forming a pretty neat chemical reaction. As it breaks it up, it turns purple, so you'll kind of see it work. Makes it kind of fun to use. Doesn't smell too great, but it works really well. So just like any of our wash processes, we're trying to break everything up chemically as best we can, use as little manual force as possible to get the wheel properly clean. So we've let that dwell on there, let it break everything up. Now we'll agitate with all our different brushes. And the trick here is just to get yourself an arsenal of all kinds of different brushes for your particular wheel that let you get into all the different nooks and crannies and properly get the wheel clean. All right, so we've gotten everything agitated and now all that is left is drying. One piece that I failed to mention was that you want to make sure that you never let the product dry on the wheel. You also, one thing that is going to help you a lot is by making sure that your wheels are cool to the touch before you get started. Otherwise, if you just got done running around, braking heavily, you're going to have a lot of heat built up there and it's going to dry the product very easily, and you're going to really damage your finish if you let that dry on there. So the piece of equipment that makes this super easy is a Master Blaster Sidekick, or any forced air. You could use a leaf blower, but to dry it, you want to use forced air. All right, so that's the process. Everything is clean, everything is dry. So you're ready now to put on your favorite tire dressing and wheel dressing if necessary. So that kind of does it for this process. Stay tuned for other videos on other wash processes on the car, all kinds of different content from us here at Detail Peoria. So if you found this helpful, please consider subscribing. Give us a like. It really will help us to grow and to share this content with more people. The other piece is if you have any questions about what I did or didn't do, or what processes and chemicals that we were using, leave us a comment in the comment section down below. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.